59. 3 prophets, 1 redemption story. Jeremiah, Ezekiel, Daniel, and the road to AD 70 text verse. Luke 24:44. All things must be fulfilled, which were written in the law of Moses, and in the prophets, and in the Psalms, concerning me. Introduction. Jeremiah, Ezekiel, and Daniel are often studied separately, yet God raised all three during Israel's greatest covenant crisis, the Babylonian captivity. Jeremiah ministered in the land, Ezekiel among the exiles, and Daniel in the courts of Babylon. Together, they revealed different parts of one redemptive plan leading to Christ and the covenant transition that reached its climax between AD 30 and AD 70. 1. 3 prophets for 1 crisis. The Babylonian captivity was more than a national tragedy. It was covenant judgment upon a nation that had broken God's covenant repeatedly. God raised Jeremiah to warn Jerusalem, Ezekiel to explain the exile, Daniel to reveal God's sovereignty over kingdoms. Though separated geographically, they proclaimed one divine story. References: Jeremiah 1:10, Ezekiel 3:17, Daniel 2:21. 2. Jeremiah announced the new covenant. Jeremiah saw beyond the coming judgment and announced a new covenant. I will make a new covenant with the house of Israel and with the house of Judah. Jeremiah 31:31. Unlike the old covenant, this one would bring inward transformation, personal knowledge of God, and complete forgiveness. Jeremiah revealed the destination of redemption. References: Jeremiah 31:31-34, Hebrews 8:6-13. 3. Ezekiel revealed the transformation. Ezekiel expanded Jeremiah's promise by showing how God would accomplish it. A new heart also will I give you, and a new spirit will I put within you. Ezekiel 36:26. The deepest problem was not external behavior, but the fallen heart. God promised a new heart, a new spirit, His Spirit dwelling within His people. Ezekiel also foresaw God's scattered people becoming one covenant community. References: Ezekiel 36:25-27, Ezekiel 37:15-28. 4. Daniel revealed the timetable. Daniel supplied the prophetic timing. In the 70 weeks prophecy, God revealed a period leading to Messiah and covenant completion. The goals included finishing transgression, making an end of sins, reconciling iniquity, bringing everlasting righteousness. Daniel revealed when God's redemptive plan would reach fulfillment. References: Daniel 9:24-27, 5. Christ fulfilled Jeremiah. At the Last Supper, Jesus declared, "This cup is the new covenant in my blood." Luke 22:20. The covenant Jeremiah foretold was inaugurated through Christ's death and resurrection. The promise became reality. References: Luke 22:20, Hebrews 9:15, and 6. Christ fulfilled Ezekiel. At Pentecost, the promised Spirit was poured out. God's law was no longer merely written on stone, but upon hearts. Believers became living temples indwelt by God's Spirit. The scattered sheep began gathering under one shepherd. References: Acts 2:1-18, John 10:16, Ephesians 2:11-22. 7. Christ fulfilled Daniel. Jesus appeared within Daniel's prophetic time frame. Through His death, resurrection, ascension, and reign, redemption was accomplished. Yet the Old Covenant order still stood during the transition generation. The temple remained, Sacrifices continued. The old age was fading while the new age was emerging. References: Daniel 9:24-27, Hebrews 8:13 and 8. AD 30 to AD 70, the Great Transition. For 40 years, two covenant realities existed side by side. The new covenant had arrived, but the old covenant had not yet disappeared. Jeremiah's covenant was operating. Ezekiel's spirit was being poured out. Daniel's prophetic timetable was reaching completion. The apostles described this period as the closing of the age then present. References: Hebrews 8:13, 1 Corinthians 10:11, Matthew 24:34. 9. AD 70, the covenant consummation. In AD 70, Jerusalem and the temple fell. The priesthood ceased. Sacrifices ended. The temple system vanished. The shadows passed away, leaving the new covenant fully manifested. What Jeremiah promised, Ezekiel described, and Daniel timed had reached its covenant fulfillment. References: Matthew 24:2, Hebrews 12:26-28, and 10. One message, three voices. Jeremiah answered, "What is coming? The new covenant." Ezekiel answered, "How will it come? Through a new heart and the Spirit." Daniel answered, "When will it come? Within God's prophetic timetable, culminating in Messiah and covenant completion." Three prophets proclaimed one redemption story centered in Christ. Conclusion: Jeremiah announced the new covenant. Ezekiel revealed the new heart and spirit. Daniel provided the timetable. Together, they formed a prophetic bridge from Babylon to Christ, from promise to fulfillment, and from the old covenant world to the fully established new covenant.